And we should be live. All right. We are live on YouTube. We're live on TikTok. Let's go ahead and jump right into today's watch list. We have 6 minutes left until market open, so we're going to see what we can do and what the best possible outcome for us to do is. First up on the watch list is Pixie. Pixie closed yesterday 11.22 and is now sitting at 24.33, gapping up 115%. This thing could continue to move. I tried to take a trade for a nice bounce off the 90 MA and a squeeze up to the high as well as a flag. Jumped in around 25.50. Right over this high. Again, it's hard to get good entries on in pre-market because you have to use limit orders. You can't use market orders. So I jumped in and was seeing the squeeze higher, but then this high volume doji candle really scared me out. So I had to get out only around 26 cents higher. So again, it's unfortunate, but I was able to capitalize and come out of it making, what's up, Jacob Wall? Thank you for the rose. I was able to come out with around $9 on a losing trade or a break-even trade for sure. If we actually, since we didn't see that squeeze. Thank you for the rose, guys. Everyone smash that like button. We have 150 people in here. We can definitely get to 1,000 likes. At the moment, guys, Jerome Powell is speaking. And, I mean, everyone in chat is saying that he's trying to hide something. It seems like he's building up something that he doesn't want to tell us. So, at the moment, we have Pixie moving up. Spin-off dividends, digital securities, the share, not a huge, there's no like crazy news on it. We also have AMLX. AMLX is moving up, definitely one of our back burner plays because I don't like how it immediately in after hours gaps up to $35. And it closed yesterday at 18. So this thing has absolutely crushed it. Welcome to the stream. We have 200 people in here. Any questions you guys have on trading? Let me know. Let me know where you're from and how many years you have in trading. So we have ASAN moving up. Not really seeing any news, but again, it is choppy pre-market, so I'm going to sit on my hands. We also have IMRA, no news, but this was a big runner yesterday, broke through the 200 SMA. I do expect this thing to continue. We had a high of 221. So if this thing can continue, we do have room all the way up to 250, which is definitely a possibility from IMRA. One of the stocks that I have the most conviction for is actually NEXI. NEXI possibly coming in off of double bottom. It does have news. Signed service agreement to advance multiple target range rare cancers and immune disorders. So cancer is a key word that we have to watch out for. So I definitely think we could possibly see this thing absolutely rip and run right out of the gate. So that's what we're going to be watching. I would take around 500 shares. Looking for that squeeze up to 165. If we can catch that squeeze up to 165, that would be ideal. Over 165, I think we have room up to 170, 180. We have room to fill the gap at 182. So I definitely think we're going to see some good action from NEXI. Again, we got to make sure our TIF is set to daily so we can make sure to route the order correctly. What I don't like is this increasing volume doji candle on the 10-minute or on the 15-minute because we pushed over the high and got rejected. But on the 5-minute or on the 10-minute, it does look a little bit better. We had a squeeze over view up and a nice rejection. On the 5-minute, it looks pretty bullish. We had a pretty high volume doji candle. Very light, decreasing volume, and then we're getting some bullish pressure here. So it seems like we're kind of tapping up into those sellers, and we're possibly just taking out all the sellers in this market at the moment. So I might be looking for a classic bull trap. I don't know what you mean. You don't know what a bull trap is because you can't really see my charts. So yeah, we're gonna be patient. MULN halted at 910. Don't really know why. Don't really know what's going on. You ever trade TQQQ and SQQQ? Yes, Josh does like to trade that. Man, ASAN is pulling back pretty hard. So we are going to just sit on our hands and wait for the best opportunity. Not really seeing anything. Let's go ahead and scan. We have a minute left. Let's go ahead and scan through these scanners. FHS, choppy. RVNC, choppy INM, choppy BBT or PPBT, choppy SGRP, choppy SINT, choppy. I'm not trying to fight the Federal Reserve. That's what I'm saying. I'm trading stocks that have little to no impact on what he says. I'm trading stocks that have catalysts to be moving. If they don't have a catalyst to be moving and they're not moving, then I'm not going to take it. Trust me, I will do my best not to fight the Federal Reserve. Buy Snapchat. Buy Snapchat. I will not buy Snapchat just because I really don't like Snapchat as a company. I won't buy Meta, I won't buy Snapchat, and I won't buy Google. Just moral reasons. So here we go. Let's see this thing rip. I definitely think we're going to see this thing rip, but I don't want to buy it right out of the gate. I want to see a washout, possibly down to 43. We're not really seeing that movement right out of the gate. Again, we're going to keep an eye on our halt scanner. Halt level to the upside is 177, so it's a little bit too high for me. We're starting to get the highest volume on the day now. We're at 150, over 150. Now it's definitely the highest volume in the day. Watch for the panic pop. We don't want to see the panic pop. That's what you don't want to be buying at 150 here. You're going to be waiting for the downtrend confirmation and the nice break higher. So we're going to be sitting patient and waiting for the best opportunity. We also have AMLX. Looks like possibly could start continuing running. Halt over the upsides at 34. That's why you don't buy for the panic pop. KNWN for tomorrow. Not too sure. KNWN. It's very choppy. I honestly have no idea whether it's going to break up or down just because of how choppy it is. What's up, Jim? What can we expect from MULN to do after the halt at 950? I'm not too sure, man. It could open up at any moment or at any point. We do have orders at 125. We have 40 lots at 125. But do I think that they're actually? I think this is just a fluke order, meaning that they're putting in the system so people see it. But I don't actually think it's a real order. I think he's going to get it. I think he's going to take the order off the table before. Okay, here we go. Before that was a little risky at 153. Whoa, why did I get filled so damn high? What a terrible fill. I'm in at 149 actually. That wasn't bad. I thought it got filled higher. Let's see this thing break. Let's see this thing squeeze. There it is. That's what I like to see. I'm gonna go and sell 50 there, 450 long. I'm gonna go sell more there. I have 400 shares left in this position. Might have to cut it. Did not like that. Oh, and of course it continues to rip. I cut it because it looked very, very bearish. Very long upper wick. When it's pulling back below VWAP and below the previous high, I had to cut it there. I mean, I didn't really have to, but it was just looking very, very bearish. Yep, that's what I'm saying. It doesn't look strong. So I'll gladly take my $14.50 on that. I do not want to get stuck. Oh, wow. And of course, it just continues to rip. It just unfortunate. Oh my gosh, PIXY is now halted to the upside. We don't want to see this below 150. We see this below 150, we're in trouble. Again, I'm not in this play. I got scared out of that hammer candle. Got in at 149. Oh wow, I really didn't have any reason to sell. I could have kept like $1. Oh wait, hold on. Let's didn't really have. I did have a reason to sell. I wanted to keep my profits. And usually, when we see a false breakout over VWAP, see a false breakout over a trigger point, we're going to continue to pull back. How many times do we see that happen? How many times do we see a break over the high a day, break over VWAP, break over the previous candle high, close with higher volume below the previous high on a super high wick, and we continue to go higher? Not very often. That doesn't happen very often at all. I'll take my chances. And there's the dump on off. What's going on with the SPY? Watch out for the bounce right here from the SPY. Watch out for a bounce, possibly slight bounce. Again, I'm not saying it's going to continue to run, but I'm just saying there could be a bounce right here. You guys, and that's why I did not want to take NEXI and hold. Should have played it a little bit patient, but again, I was looking for that quick move because a lot of times if we see a downtrend break that breaks right at market open, we see the thing rip and run because traders get excited. Traders want to catch on the move. FOMO, ISEE. Yeah, ISEE is starting to move. Do you think we will see 350 on Tesla sometime this year? Let's look. Let's look at Tesla. You're thinking to 350. All right, on Tesla on the daily, 350 is here. I mean, I really don't think that we're gonna. I think 350 by the end of the year is pretty optimistic. I don't think that it's going to happen. I really don't. I know you wish I would say it could, and it very well could, and it very well can't. I mean, that's a 25% increase from where it is right now. I wish I could tell you if it could. I would be totally lying to you if I told you it's definitely going to do it. Nobody knows where the stock's going to go. Like Tesla, yes, I do like that it's going to. I do like that it's it has room up to 350 for sure, but and Pixie, of course, and getting a very nice halt level. I mean, we see a beautiful market maker move. We see a nice push in the high, nice sharp pullback into a lot of wicks before ripping higher. Now, if we get a lot, we have orders up with 31. Now, this could be a fluke order. We also have a fluke order at 14. So, we could see anywhere we see the gap, we possibly could see this thing rip up to 30. Too bad I didn't use my capital. There it is. It's opened at 27.20. 27.20. There's the halt level. It bounced right off the halt level. Right now, that would have been a perfect entry off 26.30. You would have been up around $1 a share right there. Boom, just like that, $1 a share. If it continues to squeeze, I mean, I would have taken some off right away at $1 a share, but if this thing continues to squeeze, nope, it doesn't look like it. I would be cutting it right now if you were in for the halt strategy. Looks like it is. We're pushing back into this buying pressure, but into this pretty key level of support. There it is. That's what we didn't want to see. That's what we did not want to see, that dump. Now we're getting halted to the downside, and Pixie is done for the day. Thank you all so much for stopping in. I am also done for the day. I am up a whopping 23.61. Nothing crazy. But I definitely think that we could have done better today. I mean, every day is not going to be a killer trade. I'm glad that we're green. I'm glad that we're not. I'm glad that we are not red. So let's go ahead and go over my trades. First trade was on PIXY. I was looking for PIXY to continue this momentum. We had a nice downtrend break here. Our trend line break. When we saw the squeeze, I was waiting patiently for a pullback. When I started to see that we were kind of going sideways, I bought on this candle to push higher for the push over the pre-market high. We did not get that pre-market high, and what really gave me the inclination that we were going to pull back and not break any higher was this high volume doji candle. So I had my finger on the trigger, ready to put in the order in the system, and I did when it started to get that bearish reaction off that candle. Again, we did squeeze up and break a new high, but I'm not going to risk that. How many times do we see a nice push up into a double top with increasing volume in this area and get rejected? So again, I sold on this candle when it was coming down. Once I saw the bearish pressure, I did not sell before I saw it, because sometimes you see a high volume doji candle and then you just squeeze and continue higher. So that's why I didn't. And there's NEXI being like one of the choppiest stocks in the day. That it just looks like shit. So at the moment, I'm not going to say it, but this was my next trade. I was looking for a nice bounce. I did enter with, I saw that we were kind of consolidating. We had a nice doji candle that pushed down below this low, possibly building liquidity for the market makers, pushing back up. And then I was looking to buy that pressure, the buying pressure right after. So I bought right at the open, saw the push, and then we started pulling back. And then I had to get out, because how many times you see a false breakout of the downtrend, a false breakout over this previous high, and a breakout over VWAP, and then so I had to pull back. I had to jump out. That's fine. I'll gladly jump out every single time there. That was a great execution, great trade. Too bad today's trading day was not a well paid out one, which is fine. I mean, I've only been trading here for an hour. I made $24, which is, I mean, think about it, it's $24 an hour. Like, yes, I would usually be paid more, but I mean, $24 an hour is pretty good for being, I mean, yeah. So anyways, thank you all so much for stopping in. Oh wow, the stream's only been 18 minutes today. Oh wow, IMRA starting to rip on up. IMRA starting to rip on up. Gosh, I need to be a little bit more patient with my capital. I should not be using it in pre-market, because I need to be waiting for market open. Halt level to the upside's at 245. That's a long way. This thing has already gapped up almost 20 cents on this singular candle. So wait for the pullback. Halt level's now 245. Break over 22.21. I think we wrote up to 250 for IMRA. SPY's ripping. There's a new high from IMRA where this thing's ripping. But anyways, I'm done for the day. I will see you guys bright and early tomorrow morning. As always, have a wonderful day. Stay consistent, stay with your strategy, and always have a trade plan. And I will see you guys bright and early tomorrow morning.